Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into a developing political storm that's shaking the foundations of South Africa's coalition government. ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula has come out guns blazing, targeting the EFF and its leader Julius Malema, warning that bringing them into the government of national unity could spell disaster for the country and for the ANC itself. Let's unpack the full story, the layers of political intrigue, and what this could mean for South Africa's future. In a heated media briefing at Luthuli House, Mbalula didn't hold back. He slammed the idea of the ANC working hand in hand with the economic freedom fighters, calling it a political miscalculation that could accelerate the ANC's demise. Mbalula is deeply skeptical of Malema's latest threat, backing a motion of no confidence against President Cyril Ramaphosa. And he made it clear that even if Malema was brought into the coalition government, it wouldn't change a thing. That's right, he doesn't believe Malema would abandon his motion of no confidence, even if offered a seat at the table. This reflects the deep mistrust between the two parties. Mbalula's language was blunt. He said Malema may be the worst, and even suggested that aligning with the EFF could hasten the downfall of not only the ANC, but the entire country. That's a major accusation, but it didn't stop there. Mbalula also threw shade at the EFF's political methods, calling them erratic and dangerous. He claimed that, unlike the Democratic Alliance, which he described as criminals we can see, the EFF is more dangerous because their strategies are unpredictable and more damaging in the long run. He's essentially saying, better the devil you know. Now this is not just an ideological difference, this is about coalition survival. The ANC is desperately trying to maintain control through fragile political partnerships. But Mbalula's fiery remarks reveal just how fractured those partnerships are. It's not just the EFF that's causing tension. Even relations between the ANC and the DA, the supposed bedrock of the government of national unity, are becoming strained. The latest issue: a VAT hike. The DA recently took the fight to court, challenging a 0.5% VAT increase that was scheduled for May. While the hike has since been suspended, the very fact that coalition partners are taking each other to court shows just how shaky the GNU arrangement really is. So let's pause and reflect, what's really going on here? At the core of this drama is a deep existential crisis within the ANC. This is a party that's trying to reinvent itself while being dragged down by internal fractures, plummeting public support, and an increasingly volatile political landscape. The EFF, led by a charismatic and confrontational Julius Malema, has emerged as both a threat and a potential partner, but one the ANC seems terrified to embrace. From a strategic point of view, Mbalula's warning makes sense. The EFF has built its identity around being a radical opposition party. It's populist, revolutionary, and thrives on rebellion. Giving them ministerial power would, in many ways, neutralize their brand. But it could also mean handing over control of key state functions to a party with vastly different economic and political philosophies. And that's the gamble Mbalula is unwilling to take. Now let's look at the bigger picture. The ANC's decision to even consider working with the EFF speaks volumes about how much things have changed since 1994. Back then, the ANC commanded more than 60% of the national vote. Today, they're hovering near or below 50%, depending on the poll. The 2024 general elections exposed just how vulnerable the party has become. And now, to stay in power, the ANC is forced into coalition politics, a reality it never really had to navigate in its post-apartheid reign. So what happens if the ANC actually goes ahead and brings the EFF into the government of national unity? Based on Mbalula's remarks, it would be political suicide. He believes the EFF would undermine governance from within, using their positions to either paralyze the system or turn it into a revolutionary playground. That kind of instability, especially in a fragile economy battling unemployment, poverty, and poor service delivery, could be catastrophic. And let's not forget, South Africans are watching this all unfold in real time. There's growing frustration on the ground with political infighting while basic services, like water, electricity, and jobs, remain inconsistent or non-existent in many communities. This kind of political drama doesn't just hurt the ANC or the EFF, it erodes public trust in the entire democratic process. But here's the question, what does the ANC do now? If Mbalula's comments are a true reflection of the ANC's internal thinking, then the party is leaning towards a more uncomfortable, but stable relationship with the DA. But that's not without its own risks. The DA's liberal, market-driven policies often clash with the ANC's historical commitments to social equity and black economic empowerment. So even that alliance is built on shaky ideological ground. In the end, the ANC is caught between a rock and a hard place. Do they align with the radical EFF and risk internal sabotage and national instability? Or do they walk a tense tightrope with the DA, knowing that their grassroots supporters might see it as a betrayal? Whatever the decision, the future of coalition governance in South Africa hangs in the balance. We'll be watching closely as negotiations continue behind closed doors. For now, Fikile Mbalula's words are a stark warning, not just to the ANC, but to the country. Coalition politics might be the new normal, but how those coalitions are formed could define the fate of the nation for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, should the ANC partner with the EFF, the DA, or neither? What's the best path forward for South Africa? See you next time.